Today we're fixing a pond that's got one big problem. Every time it rains, the water washes all the soil around the pond back into the water. It's been driving my customer up the wall. This video I'm going to show you how to fix that problem once and for all. Just arrived at the customer's house. Let's go and have a look at this pond. It's actually quite a nice little pond. It's quite deep, and we only cleaned it out the other day, so we're doing some remedial work. I'm going to take the net cover off in a second. Net's off. Some nice koi in there. Really clear water. But I'll stick the GoPro down there because we all like to see what the fish look like, don't we? And I'm going to show you what the problem is. Now, I'm probably doing myself out of money because we tend to come out every year to clean this pond out because there's a big issue with runoff on this rockery where the waterfall is. Every time it rains, loads of soil and debris gets washed into the pond. So we need to sort that out today. So that's what we've got to do. So we've got some lovely Welsh slate rockery. Luckily, it's left over from a job because we were going to throw it away, but we found use for it, which is always nice. So we're going to basically build up from the front, almost like a retaining wall, to the waterfall and down to the left hand side here. Right, so now you know what the plan of action is. We're going to get the pump on, start draining some of the water out. Probably going to keep the fish in here, to be honest. We just need it. I think it'd be better for the fish to be in the pond. We can work around them, and we'll have the vac on just in case anything goes in, so we can suck it out straight away. So the pond's going down. There's a shelf all the way along here. It's actually quite useful, so if anything does fall down whilst we're working, hopefully it will land on that and we can just clean it nice and quick. And we'll get the water down enough so I can get in it. I'll probably have to wear my sexy thigh waders, and then we'll have to chop back and move any soil that's on top of these stones, because we're not taking these out, we're building on top of them. So it's quite a simple job that fits the budget. Take them back enough so we can get our new stones in, and then build all the way around. Same on the other side as well. So that's all tidied up, so is the other side. We'll go mix up some cement and we'll try and figure out which stones we're going to fit in to this area, and then we can get laying. Right, so what we're going to do, because we need to start figuring out which stones are going to go where. Now, looking at the waterfall, it has quite a straight edge there and also on the other side, so ideally the first two stones will have a nice flat side and as tall as possible. And we'll start bringing them around close to the pond so we can, basically it's a big puzzle, so we can see which ones will fit best. Right, so we've had a little mess around. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but just trying to find which stones will go in the gaps best. So I think we're doing a double one on the left, and then that one's quite tall, so that should be okay for that one, alright. And it actually kind of marries up quite nicely to the waterfall. This one here, we might have to just trim back a little bit with the grinder just to get a better fit to the waterfall. So when we do the joints, obviously there'll be something there to joint onto. Okay, first couple are in, looking good. Now we'll start moving on to the other side of the waterfall. This bit here, we're going to need a double rock, I think, and I might have to cut something to go into here just to hold any soil that washes off from that bit. Obviously we've only got a small selection of stones this time, so we're going to have to really try and make do with what we got. This stone has annoyed me since the first day I saw it. But look, this is actually fitting in. Woo! That never happens. I had not cut that, that just went in on its own. A couple of finishing touches, I think it would be quite nice. That rock has a little birdie on top, so I'm going to fit it into that gap there and I'll cement that in. And then this little bit's been annoying me as well, because you can't really have a joint all the way to the top, a little bit too cementy. So rat rock, here she is. I'm going to cut that up and I'll fit it into that gap and I'll cement it into place. As these stones are pretty much done now, all we have to do is backfill behind the stones. George's got some topsoil, should go around in a minute. Fill in all the gaps just below the top of the stones. You really want it flat, ideally. So when you do get some more runoff, obviously you can't overflow the stone to go into the pond. Right, most of the stones in, well actually all the stones in, so is rat rock and bird rock. Just need to tidy up a little bit now, so we'll go around with the hoover and a wet towel, tidy up some of the joints. All the stones are in. So as I said at the beginning of the video, the sole purpose of this is now the runoff will literally hit the back of the rocks and just divert back into the garden. It has no way of actually getting back into the pond. Same with this side. Obviously these are going to weather in. Customer's going to plant some little plants behind all the stones where we've put the topsoil, and obviously they'll grow over the edge. And also the waterfall looks loads better now. You see it looks built in rather than just sort of plonked on top. So that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, give us a hype. Thanks for watching.